So my name's Dr. Vincent Esposito. I'm a chiropractor and nutritionist, and I focus on optimizing the health of all my patients. I grew up in New York City, and I came from an Italian-American family, and so food was always at the forefront of my life. I was lucky enough to be raised by a mother and then have an aunt and a grandmother who were all fantastic cooks. So I was able to watch them as I grew up and really take parts of what they learned as I was growing up. I remember coming home every day when I was a kid, and I'd ask my mom what's for dinner, and while she was cooking, I'd just kind of stand there and really watch what she was doing, and she would teach me little tips and tricks to what makes things taste better and what goes better with what, and I really kind of learned all of it and took it all in. But I never really cooked on my own, and that's just something I never did growing up because I was lucky enough to be surrounded by people who were very good, and I guess I took that for granted at the time. So I was lucky enough to go away and play baseball in college, and while I was there, I was very active. Obviously, I was working out 5 days a week, and I tried my best to eat as well as I could, but I still had never cooked before, and I noticed I started getting these digestive issues. I was struggling with constipation, diarrhea. We used to joke about how the food used to kind of run through us. And I didn't really think nothing of it really at the time, but I kind of had these issues and I was putting on weight. I put on like over 20 pounds by the time I graduated college, and I didn't understand why I was having these feelings of just overall just not feeling great, and again dealing with the digestive problems. I couldn't piece it together. It wasn't really until I went to chiropractic school that I started cooking on my own, and I started putting all these family tricks that I learned growing up to use. And at this point I was still having trouble with the weight, and I couldn't understand why. So as I was in chiropractic school, I ended up taking more biochemistry courses and nutrition courses, and I was able to really learn how the body works and how foods you eat really have an effect and impact on your overall health and the function of your body. So from there, I decided to work on my master's in nutrition while I was in school there, and I decided as I was learning all these things, the best thing I could do is use myself as my first test subject. So by making modifications to my diet and cutting out certain foods and incorporating more whole foods all the time and really taking the time to prepare my food and really get good at cooking, I was able to eliminate my symptoms that I was having for, at this point, almost 6 years in a matter of 3 weeks to a month, and then I lost the extra 20 pounds I put on in college within about 6 months. And that is when the light bulb went on for me. This is what I'm going to do for a living. So my goal now is to use all the things I've learned and that I've tried on myself and work with people around the world that have struggled with their own health and issues with cooking, and that's where I want to be of service. I want to show you that when you make changes to your lifestyle and you take ownership for your health, and that includes cooking and exercise and stress management techniques and other modalities, we can work together to optimize your health and make you the best person you can be.